Next tool on our list here is our split element tool, where we can split and we can also delete inner segments and form a gap. And this one's interesting because you can use it with walls and you can use it with line work, but you can also use it vertically and horizontally with walls. So let's just start with the plan view. If we go to level 1 in here, split is like the AutoCAD break tool. You go split. As long as you leave this empty, you go in here and you go split, split, split. Basically splits it. Okay? And then if you go and drag these guys, it'll join them back together once you split them. So if you go split, you can split walls this way. Once they're split, you can hit escape, pick on here, and you can pull this guy off. If walls are the same type and they're right in line and you pull them back together, generally they will fuse themselves back together. Okay, so that's the basic split tool, is you split and you see a little knife icon. Okay, so that also works in elevation. So let's go to a south elevation and let's zoom in over here somewhere. Okay, on this wall, let's just go to a hidden line view. Okay, there's a wall right here. Okay, so now let's deal with this brick wall that's floating up. Let's take this roof and nudge it over with our shift arrow key. So now watch, we go split. We can split this wall like this and it splits it that way. Okay, and we can take that and move it over and it'll pull the other one with it because they're kind of joined. You'd have to go into plan view and right click on the end and say disallow join at that corner. But you can also go in and split a wall this way horizontally by going near the edge. Click, escape, escape. Now one of the interesting thing is once you've split it, you can actually go up and you can change it to a different wall type for that one piece, and it'll stick out and it'll keep the baselines in line with each other. So splitting, you can split vertically or you can go in and you can split horizontally. So you can go in and split this wall up into different pieces and pick each individual piece and change that to a different wall type if you wanted. Okay, picking on here, going back to my 3D, and you can see what we've been doing here. Okay, so all you're doing is splitting those, and you can do the same thing with line work. Back to our floor plan, pick on here, and if we say edit the boundary, we can go in here and say split. We're not going to talk about this right now. We'll pick on there. Wherever you want to split, it just basically breaks it. Once you pick on it, you can take your grips and you can go grip and do what you want. So really just splits the element, and it could be line work. Oh, I need to do a little trim. Oh, it already did that. So splitting, you form a split point. Line work, it could be with a roof or a floor or with walls. The next option with that is when you do your split is to say delete inner segment. So now what happens is when you turn this on, if you pick somewhere and then pick another point, it'll delete the space in between. So that's what this one is. Don't get it mixed up with this one, which is split with a gap, but you have to specify a specific distance. This one is you pick the points. Delete inner segment, pick here, basically splits it. Okay, that works with line work. Again, escape, escape, pick on here, edit the boundary, go inside of here, split, and then if we turn this on, delete inner segments, pick, deletes that, go up here, draw another piece of line, back to there, escape, escape, finish, there's my floor. So the split tool, either delete an inner segment or not. Okay, and that would also work in elevation or split with the gap. First point, second point. First point, second point. That would work in elevation as well. You can see your little cursor turns to an X-Acto blade. That's it for our split element. And you can see it's SL on the keyboard for SL is your shortcut. Bink. You just have to remember if this is on. If you don't pick another point, if you just pick nothing, then it doesn't make any difference. So if you go like this and it happens to be turned on and you only pick one point, escape, escape, you've basically done the single point split without the gap, even though the delete inner segment was turned on.